So one of the reasons I'm standing up here is because of a piece that I wrote in 2010. And I'm just going to read it, and I'm going to say just a couple of things. This is the new macho. He cleans up after himself. He cleans up the planet. He is a role model for young men. He is rigorously honest and fiercely optimistic. He holds himself accountable. He knows what he feels. He knows how to cry, and he lets it go. He knows how to rage without hurting others. He knows how to fear and how to keep moving. He seeks self-mastery. He's let go of childish shame. He feels guilty when he's done something wrong. He is kind to men, kind to women, kind to children. He teaches others how to be kind. He says he's sorry. He stopped blaming women or his parents or men for his pain years ago. He stopped letting his defenses ruin his relationships, and he stopped letting his penis run his life. He has enough self-respect to tell the truth. He creates intimacy and trust with his actions. He has men that he trusts and who he turns to for support. He knows how to roll with it. He knows how to make it happen. He is disciplined when he needs to be. He is flexible when he needs to be. He knows how to listen from the core of his being. He is not afraid to get dirty. He is ready to confront his own limitations and his own beliefs and his own cultural shadows that he inherited, but he carries with him and projects onto everyone he meets. He has high expectations for himself and for those he connects with. He looks for ways to serve. He knows he is an individual, and he knows that we are all one. He knows he is an animal and part of nature. He knows his spirit and his connection to something greater. He knows future generations are watching his actions. I know future generations are watching my actions now. He builds communities where people are respected and valued and belong. He takes responsibility for himself, and in times of need, he will be his brother's keeper. He knows his higher purpose. He loves with fierceness, and he laughs with abandon because he gets the joke. That is the new macho.
That's you. Yeah.
And that's why I'm standing up here today. I am a designer, and I have been a designer, and I am also an adventurer, and I have been an adventurer, and one of the adventures that I have taken on in my life with my wife of 20 years is as an adoptive parent. And we didn't meet our kids when they were babies. We met our kids when they were 10 and 7. Our kids are Afro-Caribbean, meaning their parents were from Puerto Rico. My kids are 21 and 19 today. I've learned about racism because I've been called out for mine. Sometimes accountability feels like attack. Sometimes accountability feels like attack. I know about my homophobia and my transphobia because I've been called out for it by my trans kids. Sometimes accountability feels like an attack. Can we, as Jim Mitchell said tonight, grow bigger in our understandings of who we are together as people? Can we be that? Can can we grow into that? I had a long speech. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit a couple of pieces of it. In 2012, I went to a thing that some of y'all have participated in called a Mondo Zen silent 6-day retreat. Anybody Mondo in the room here? Day 3 of that retreat, I'm sitting on a cushion. My back is screaming, my knees hurt. I can hardly breathe. I'm on the edge of tears because the pain of sitting for 3 frickin' days. The pain of being in that space. And then for a moment that I don't know how long it was probably just a number of seconds, right? I had an experience of something so vast and so dark and black and empty. I was terrified. If this is what's on the edge, if this is what's out there, what the hell is the point of any of this? That nihilism, what is the point of any of this, rose up. And I sat in that moment. And I don't know how long I was in that moment. And then something changed. Maybe it was just like pattern of light on the floor, right? That shifted, and I recognized in that moment that even at the face of that void, even at the face of that blackness, even at the face of that infinite possibility, I cared. I cared. In that awareness. In the face of that, I cared. So, why talk about this, right? Why talk about that pain that I went through? Because is there anybody else in this room tonight who can identify with the sense that we're standing on the edge of something huge and black and unknowable? And you still care. You bought plane tickets. You came across the country to sit here because you care, because you love. And I believe that at the foundation of this ManKind project, thank you, Craig Herrick, that's why we're here, because of love. With my wounds healed and my mission of service in focus, I know that I can relate to you with unconditional love from the original context. Yeah. So on the edge of this blackness, on the edge of this infinite possibility, I came out of that and there was Junpo sitting on the other end of the room. Anybody, Junpo?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you. Junpo's gone now. Yeah. So I described it, and I'm going to use a swear word because this is what came out for me. I just experienced something really fucking black. And Junpo just looks, and he says, Shunyata. Shunyata. Past, present, future, all together. Infinite possibility, infinite unknowing. All there on the edge. Shunyata. Ta. In the Hindu tradition, that would be Kali. Kali, the great goddess, the devourer and creator of all, standing on the edge of the infinite blackness. So I have had a super resistance to, and I've heard it in the room tonight, I've had a super resistance to this sacred masculinity, sacred femininity. What is this stuff? What is this? I resisted this for years and years and years. And just in the last few years, as I continued to read and continued to deepen and continued to look at my own shadows and continued to explore all of this, I've gotten this understanding that's come to me that sacredness is not something out there. Sacredness is not something static. Sacredness is not something you can inherit. It's not something that you can go find. It's something that you make. It is a function. It is an action that we take. It's an action that I take. So in understanding this work, in understanding where we're headed, in understanding where we're going together, and I sure as fuck hope we're going together, all of us. What I want us to imagine is in that breath of, on the edge of that great unknowable darkness, that great infinite possibility, that you can stand next to me and with those soft fingers in this human body, that we can create the sacred together. That we can make something sacred together. I think, I hope, I pray that that's where we're going. Because we are an organization that for 40 years has been men helping other men to become better men. By invitation. And that invitation to come, I will stand next to you with the burden that you carry, that secret hidden pain, that burden that you carry. I will stand next to you. And together we can weave something sacred. And together we can feel that love that is my deepest understanding of what my awareness of the world is, my deepest understanding of who we are as humans. We have a huge opportunity, and we also are sitting with boys and men and people in the world. Boys and men are 4 times more likely to die by suicide. Boys and men are falling behind in multiple vectors. Boys and men are responsible for 95% of the violent crime in the world and over 95% of the mass shootings that happen in the world. If we do not initiate the boys, they will burn down the village to feel the heat. Come stand next to me and create the sacred. We have an opportunity. I want to acknowledge this beautiful place around us. I want to acknowledge this land. I want to acknowledge the fact that this land and its original inhabitants still influence this land. Their presence is still here. Their presence is still felt. I want to say again that I acknowledge the sky and earth people who are here with us tonight. The 5-finger people. Some of us got something earlier in the men's group. The 5-finger people who are with us here tonight. I can't do it without them. The 2-spirit people who have been here and will be here and are not going anywhere. One little human race. So, in the next 40 years, are you willing to join me and stand with me on the edge of this void and weave the sacred?
Yeah.
Are you willing to stand with me and take that fiercely optimistic position in the face of so much pain?
Yeah.
And are you willing to be, through your person, the invite into this awareness, this love, this connection?
Yes.
This is our birthright, and all we have to do is share it and invite and welcome. And I thank you so much.